the back of New Zealand one-day internationals, and they have completed it in the last over.
So England win by 3 wickets with just 5 balls to spare. And
between New Zealand and England, the last of the series, a series which England have already won, but they need to confirm their form ahead of the World Cup. While rain reduced the match to 40 overs aside, Alex Stewart captained England, even though Graham Gooch was in the 11. New Zealand won the toss, they put England in, and England opened with Botham and Hick.
Well, we are underway now. Botham's going to face Chris Cairns to bowl first for New Zealand. Danny Morrison's not here today. Cairns with the first ball of the match. And it's fielded in the gully by Ken Rutherford. The fielding restrictions in force for the first 12 overs. That's out, all dropped. Heaven forbids.
Well, Willie Watson back into the New Zealand side. And runs coming fairly quickly here, and Botham gets 4. The sparing dive down on the boundary, and Botham having a flick at it outside the off stump. Well, they're going all mix up here, and nobody at the bowler's end. If New Zealand had managed to get a player back to the bowler's stumps, they would have had a run out there.
Well, there's the other side to it, I suppose, that you can be overconfident in that, and Hick wasn't ready to go. Both of them came down too far, and but got back and with a wider stroke from Gavin Larson.
There was a no ball, and it's been pushed away for 4 runs. It was a poor delivery by Cairns, and Hick picked up the call very quickly indeed and slapped it away for 4.
Well, it's certainly not dull out there. He and Botham facing. And he thrashes that one through the covers. That's 4. Just standing and thrashing it through.
I think he's better off trying to hit Willie straight. If he hits it in the middle, it's over the top 4. If he misses it, doesn't quite get to the pitch, he's a good chance of getting a thick edge for runs.
Oh, he's down the wicket. He's clubbed it. Baseball style, over long on. And my word, did he hit that. Down the wicket he goes, way over long on. It's 6 runs. Well, he just moved down the wicket, he got hold of it, and Wumpo over long on. Oh, he swung that one away over mid-wicket, and that should run away. The outfield's a little bit slow out there, but 4 more. And up it goes, high, wide, and handsome. This is very high. Hasn't got much carry on it once it pitches, but it's into the gutter. And that really was a big hit to end the over, with England at 60 for no wicket. There they are, Mickey Stewart in the middle, Graham Gooch having a bit of a read. And pulled away, it's in the air, oh, he's taken, good catch. Great catch out there. Mark Greatbatch leaping in the air, plucked it out, and Graham Hick is gone. The first England wicket down, trying to pull it away, perhaps a little far up, didn't quite get hold of it, and he's well taken.
And there will be his 50 if he completes it. He does. It's a good throw then, hitting the stumps. And in fact, that's the unfairness of cricket. It ball ricochets away off the stumps for an overthrow. So Botham has got 2 runs. He's 51. It's end of the over, 73 for 1. And Ian Botham is now down for perhaps the first time to face Gavin Larson. There was no doubt about that, making room for himself. Gosh, he hit it well too, didn't he? Absolutely into the middle of the gap for 4 runs to extra cover. A magnificent stroke.
Botham swings it away for 6. Into the grandstand it goes. Just picked it up on the drop kick and away it went. England 90 for 1. Larson goes on the offside this time. He's picked the gap again, and he's got 4 more. So where does he put it? Still 2 balls to go in the over. Botham is now 69 not out. And that was just a heave, but he might get another 4, and he does. So another boundary for Botham. He's 73 now, and that's his highest one-day score.
He's got to stay in his ground now and play his shots from the crease.
Bang, down it goes. Chance for Latham. No, bounces. And well controlled by Rod Latham. Very close to the boundary line. And 100 comes up in the 18th over. And Botham now 75 not out.
It's over the top by Smith. Away for 4. Nobody out of the deep in front of the number 4 stand.
Lovely looking shot through the offside from Robin Smith. 4 runs. Superb. Oh, he's gone for the big one here. Mark Greatbatch underneath it. He's gone. Taken. And down it long on. Mark Greatbatch takes it safely. Ian Botham, after a magnificent innings here, he's thrilled the crowd. And he's pretty happy about it. He's leaving Lancaster Park.
Well, this is what I just mentioned. It's a long hit there. It's been a super innings, but Ian's going to get on playing that way. And there's mid-on and mid-off, a very deep, and he's hitting into the wind. So the ball holds up, and it was a neat catch in the end.
So Ian Botham leaving the park. A standing ovation here at Lancaster Park with England 125 for 2. Oh, that's through the leg side. Just picked up and clipped away, and that's 4 more. And Robin Smith is not easy on you if you stray.
And it's Latham now to Smith. Oh, he hit that very hard indeed. First bounce for 4. Oh, it's in the air, but it's 4 runs that. No one's going to cut that one off. It's sliced off the outer half of the bat, away over backward point for 4, as Sewer bowls to Smith. Well, he delayed that drive, has got 4 runs. He played that very well indeed. Just backward of square, it was a full toss. And that's his 50, his 7th one-day international half-century, and his 2nd of the series, because he made 61 not out in the first match in Auckland. A long way up in the air. Martin Crowe's underneath it. Will he catch it? Yes, he has. And Stewart has gone. And probably from England's point of view, that isn't the most damaging of dismissals, with Lamb and Gooch to come. We're in the 31st over, and Stewart is out.
Just out of frustration, really, there. Stewart had missed a couple wide of the off stump, and here he decides he's just got to get some bat on ball. See how he slogged across it, top-edged it straight up in the air. And mid-on could have come across and caught it too, but Martin Crowe underneath it, and he takes it very comfortably. And what, 166 now for 3 England.
Oh, well, is that going to be a caught or is it over the top? I think he just got a hand to it, Gavin Larson, did he? But it went over the top for 6. Oh, my goodness me, Smith hit that hard. And I think Rutherford got a hand to that. He did, and he's hurt himself. He did well to get a hand to it, and it was a nasty one. He'll have some bruised fingers there. But that ball was hit as hard as any old day.
Yes, I think you're right. He did get a touch on it. And looked like a good attempt. See from another angle. Well, I think it blasted him away, actually. If he'd stood upright, it probably would have hit him about throat height.
Self-defense, strictly. Or evasive action, whichever you like. And there it goes again. This time it was way over the top. It was uppercut over Rutherford for 4. And Murphy Sewer being punished for giving Smith a little bit of width. Oh, it's a lovely stroke again by Smith, who's been in the most tremendous imperial form in this over.
And real problem for Martin Crowe here, with this score mounting and mounting.
Yeah, it's important now, I think, that Hogan Crowe really just tries to move the bowlers around as much as he can.
Nice looking shot from Alan Lamb. A real scramble here for Murphy Sewer, and it's got underneath him and gone for 4 runs. In fact, it was Willie Watson. Smith goes again, and that's a beautiful shot. That absolutely flew to the fence. Goodness me, the power was immense. 197 for 3 in the 34th over. Again, he lifts it, and here's the 200 with a second consecutive boundary from Robin Smith. And up comes the England 200 in the 34th over. And in fact, it's the end of the 34th over, and England are 201 for 3. Lamb swings this high, and he swung it into the grandstand. 6 runs. Big hit by Alan Lamb. His first 6 of the innings. It's 207 for 3. Smith goes after it again. That's another shot in the same direction, with Willie Watson back into the attack, and Robin Smith, who favours that shot, has cracked it away for another 4. Lamb swings it away back to a square. Cairns has a fair bit of work to do. He won't catch it. Another boundary for Alan Lamb. Watson bowling to Lamb. He goes after it, and Harris takes the catch. Good tumbling catch taken by Chris Harris. And success for Willie Watson and New Zealand as Alan Lamb departs for 25, and it's 220 for 4. Certainly did give himself a chance there. The Cairns bowled it pretty well.
Beautiful delivery there. Bounce, good pace. Not a lot you could do with that as a batsman. Here goes the replay. Just come off the seam a little bit. Too close to really cut. If anything, the only way to play that shot would be to just defend it and maybe get a single square of the wicket on the off or onside.
Last ball then of the 37th over. It's 228 for 4. Good ledge, and picked up by Smith. And Robin Smith just checking. Ian Smith has claimed the catch, and Robin Smith's innings has ended. A nice little catch taken by Ian Smith, but what a gem of an innings from Robin Smith.
Good delivery. Fine edge, good catch from Ian Smith, good catch. Low down to his right there, he got a decent glove on that. Great innings from Robin Smith.
Yes, marvellous innings. Robin Smith out for 85, and England are 228 for 5 after 37.
And Graham Gooch off the back foot through the offside. Good shot. So Robin Smith going, and a very good innings from him. Some fine shots, a bit different from Botham. Well, another cracking shot from Graham Gooch off the back foot down to wide third man. He'll only get one because the field's naturally spread far and wide. And that is a rocket throw in. Poor old Smithy. He took that catch, but it's been a tough day out there for him. So it's been a tough day for the skipper, Martin Crowe, and really the way the English have batted, they've just about put New Zealand out of the game, one would imagine. But who knows? New Zealand have got to have a go. Down the wicket. Oh, he's hit this high. He should be out. Latham takes the catch. So Chris Lewis has gone. Going for it in the last few overs. Clubbing it down to long on. Latham taking a comfortable catch. So England lose another wicket.
Well, we see him charging here, and Willie sees him coming and decides to try and bounce him. And he's not able to put it away, as we saw Botham early in his innings. And he just spoons it up down to long on. And so Lewis is out, and England now 231 for 6.
Well, the next ball, Graham Gooch is going to pick up 4. He just picked it up as he gave himself a little room. It's gone fine down to third man. Mark Greatbatch 2 wide, 4 more. He's picked this one up, Pringle, and that's 4 runs. Oh, that's a 4P, and that really is just whipped away. And this English innings just seems to go on forever. The umpires will need some physio afterwards from signalling so many boundaries. And, oh, he's out. Well, again, down the leg side, Derek Pringle trying to whip it away, but he only succeeded in hitting it straight to Willie Watson, the man just inside the circle. So Pringle is on his way.
Yes, well, actually, he was very stiff there. He flicked it off his hip. Watch this. He gets it down there very nicely. It's going down. He clips it, and it's a real strangle because it went straight to Willie Watson. Just about blasted him out of the circle. But that's the end of Derek Pringle for 5, and now England 248 for 7.
Now we've got the last over of this innings from Willie Watson. And Graham Gooch cracking it through. Doesn't get it right through to the boundary as Murphy Sewer comes round, but he picks up 2.
And we'll just have a look at the previous dismissal of Pringle, flicking it round the corner off his hip. And Willie does the job. Thank you very much.
He actually hit it rather well, didn't he, to pick it up and help it round there. And last ball of the innings. And hacked away by Gooch, a very comfortable single. And the players leave the field. A marvellous performance by England here at Lancaster Park. Put into bat. They've gone through to 255 for 7 off the 40 overs they've received.
And 34s and 4 sixes in that total of 255 for 7. Splendid aggression all round, especially from Ian Botham. So a daunting prospect now for New Zealand, and here's how they replied.
So the first ball of the New Zealand innings, Latham facing Chris Lewis. Look at the bounce on that one. And that surely is wide, and it's away for 4-2 by the looks of things. Through the gloves of Alex Stewart. Loose delivery from Chris Lewis. Out. Catch taken by Dermot Reeve at slip, and Rod Latham has gone for naught. New Zealand lose their first wickets in the first over. So that's the worst possible start for New Zealand.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Hick was dropped first ball he faced, and now we've seen Rod Latham, the reverse apply. He's been well caught there by Reeve at first slip, but that ball has bounced, hasn't it? And Latham just pushing at it. Rather unlucky.
So Rod Latham gone for a duck, and New Zealand in the first over, 4 for 1.
That goes through mid-wicket, and that's the first boundary of the innings. In fact, the first runs off the bat. So a healthy blow struck there by John Wright. John Wright is on 5. New Zealand 9 for 1 in the 5th over, chasing 255. Oh, goodness me.
That's hit him on the helmet. That is a no ball called, because if it's above shoulder height, it's just that we don't know where the right is. Has he got a visor? Unless it went through the visor.
That's a nasty blow.
And this one just standing up quite alarmingly, and Wright trying to get out of the way at the last minute. It hit him on the side of the helmet. It would have hit that flap there, and the chances are that he's just a little shaken. There is protection there, and every chance. If you see that white piece on the side there, the flap, I do believe that it hit there, and that should have taken most of the sting out of it and just shaken him up. We certainly hope that that's all that it is.
Well, I don't know whether John Wright's going to continue. I think he might be leaving the field. Obviously shaken. May come back later. But that was a nasty delivery for John Wright. So Crowe now to take his first delivery. Crowe's immediately underway. He has one. He thinks about the seconds, but Martin Crowe still would seem hampered a little bit by that knee injury, not prepared to come back for the second. Breakback's going for his first run, and oh dear me, I think he would have been out. Good effort by Ramprakash. And a real scramble for Mark Greatbacks to get his first run.
Oh, yes, I don't think there's any question here that he would have been run out had the ball hit. Oh, yes, there's no question about that.
So a risky run. Ramprakash, one of the best fieldsmen in this English side. Oh, a nasty one again. Crowe copped it this time. As he wanders off in a fair bit of pain, you can see that. It's the end of the over from Lewis, 16 for 1 after 7.
Oh, what a marvellous stroke by Greatback. Well, that's 4 runs. That really was a brilliant shot. He had very little room, hit it marvellously. 4 runs. It's bowled in, and I bowled him round his legs. Whether, in fact, it flicked his body as it went onto his leg stump, but Greatback moved too far across. The ball may have been a little slower than he anticipated, and he is out, bowled by Pringle for 5.
Yeah, this is well bowled, Derek Pringle. There we see it. Just moving off the seam a little bit. As you say, Henry, a bit slower. And a great reaction there from Derek Pringle. He's pretty wrapped about that. Well bowled. Actually, Teddy Batch, Henry, just moving across a little bit, wasn't he?
Indeed, New Zealand now 20 for 2. And here's Lewis. After this ball, we'll see just how quick he is bowling. Oh, it's a lovely shot by Martin Crowe. He didn't perhaps quite place it or time it as he wanted to. It's a chase for Ramprakash, and will they get 3? No, they won't. Ramprakash has got a lovely arm, returning to Lewis. There's Lewis's top ball, his fastest ball, 136 Ks. Well, that's sharpish. Oh, he's out, he's gone. Yes, he has gone. He flicked the edge. That was an absolutely splendid delivery. Pringle pitched that one a little bit more towards middle stump. Crowe had to play at it. He nibbled at it. He got the edge. It felt if there was a criticism, there wasn't much footwork, and Stewart took a good swooping catch behind the stumps.
Blowers, that's great bowling. What we've been talking about, really. What can you do with that? Here it is again. Derek Pringle. Same delivery, really, as the one before. Martin Crowe deciding to play at it, and just all he was doing was getting an edge to Stewart. But you've got to give all credit there to the bowler. Obviously, the batsmen are trying to get on top.
And New Zealand are 23 for 3. Lewis to Rutherford. Oh, that's suspended. It's uppercut for 4. Graham Gooch is down there at third man. That was splendidly played by Rutherford. He just helped it over the slips for 4 runs.
Cracked away, lovely looking shot. That should go away. Oh no, Pringle, the big foot comes out and manages to stop it. But a good looking shot from Chris Harris. And that's a lovely shot from Harris. Beautiful cover drive. 4 runs. Bit of width here, and he gave it the full out.
Flicked away by Rutherford down to fine leg. And that's a 50 partnership between Chris Harris and Ken Rutherford. 73 for 3. Pulled away by Rutherford. He could be out. No, just short. In fact, it's 4 in the end. Took a while to get across that white line. Ken Rutherford dicing with death just a little there, but he's picked himself up a boundary out of backward square. Robin Smith coming in and just rebounded off his knee and dribbled over the line for 4.
Oh, he's in the air. He could get caught here. Ramprakash under it, and Rutherford is gone. Both of them has the wickets, and Ken Rutherford is out for 37.
Well, Golden Army and Botham there. He just turns his arm over, another wicket to go with all his runs. Here it is, Ken Rutherford trying to hit him to mid-wicket. And, well, it's no good putting him up there for the Prince of Fielders, Ramprakash. That's easy meat and drink for him.
So Rutherford, another good innings from him, out today for 37, and New Zealand 92 for 4 in the 24th.
It's Richard Illingworth there, bowling to Cairns, the new batsman. Oh, it's the outside edge from Cairns. It's effective. Chase there for Pringle. And a couple of runs there. Well, what a lovely stroke that was by Harris, who found a little bit of room for himself. The ball wasn't that short, and hammers it out into the covers. Robin Smith fields, and New Zealand have got the ton up, 100 for 4.
And only a mere 1:56 to go for victory, Henry.
But it's in the air, and I think this is going to be out, caught there at deep mid-wicket, and Cairns is out, and it was Robin Smith taking the catch, and so New Zealand 100 for 5.
Yes, Chris Cairns just picking this one off onto the back foot, trying to whack it over mid-wicket, skying it too much, and there's a man out there waiting. Actually, I was going to say before, Henry, with Smith taking a very good catch there, well judged, is that with the right field, a left-arm spinner in one-day cricket can be very, very difficult.
And New Zealand now 100 for 5. And John Wright on the left has come out to resume his innings. He ducked into a bouncer, or was hit by a bouncer from Lewis early on.
The first ball of Botham's new over. Could be a run out. Ramprakash very quick, and Stewart has taken the bails off. Harris is out. Well, what smart fielding from Ramprakash. Harris sent back by John Wright. He couldn't get back. A good throw, and Stewart took the bails off.
Well, we just noticed there, he said, sorry, mate, my fault. And I think he's right. I wouldn't disagree with that. He's just whacked it straight to Ramprakash and just taken off for some reason. And he realises it was an error of judgment, and that's cost him his wicket. But a good knock from him for 37, and now New Zealand 112 for 6.
Smithy's got hold of this one. And it's 6 runs. So that's brought a bit of life to this crowd. Well, this is an interesting shot, and he's out. Ian Smith trying to clear the field, a bit of a slog, giving himself room. So Gladstone Smalls picked up the wicket of Ian Smith. He never really hit it too hard, went straight to De Freitas, and Smith has gone. 148 for 7.
Right pulls into the grandstand, 6 runs. Well, there's a bit of a gift from Dermot Reeve. It might get a wicket, and it does get a wicket. Well, often it's a rubbishy ball that does it, and that's precisely what happened. John Wright is out for 36. It's 171 for 8 now in the 39th over.
Well, I think this full toss just summed up New Zealand's day.
Well, it certainly has been England's day today. Just in summary, it was Martin Crowe who won the toss this morning and gave England the first chance to bat. And Ian Botham really ran away from New Zealand in the first 15 overs or so. And England got to 255. And Alex Stewart, in fact, was the captain today. You saw Graham Gooch. He is standing down from the captaincy today. England got 255 in 40 overs. Another single here for Sewer. And it was always going to be, it might even be 4 runs, in fact. Yes, it is. Squirted away down to fine leg for 4.
71-run victory for England, but after the match there was a setback with the news that Alan Lamb's hamstring injury could force him out of their World Cup squad. He pulled his hamstring while batting, but only realised how bad the injury was when he returned to the pavilion. England